Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Skill RPA. So have you came across any scenario that your robot is failing due to UI selector issues? In that case, when you're running in the debug mode, you want to assist your robot and continue with your next execution. So instead of clicking on ignore and manually performing the tasks, so what else we can do? So UiPath introduced there is a runtime repair descriptor and debug time repair descriptor. So even when you are running your process in attended mode also, you can leverage this. So what is the prerequisite for this? So to have the prerequisite, we need to have a studio version greater than 24.4. And for now, I think 24.4 is the latest community release and 24.6 yet to be released. Um, so in project settings, we need to go to project settings and UI automation modern. And here we have ask user on runtime. We can keep either true for this runtime and debug time as well. And first I'm just putting both of them as false and I'm not updating any of the project settings as of now. Whatever is by default, I'm just keeping it. And now I'll use our application or a browser and I'll identify the activity. So sorry, browser, which is my this RPA challenge website, and I'll use type into and I'll identify last name and I'm just removing the anchors and I'm just removing the computer vision and I'm just my target is not that much great, right? So I'll take the selector, strict selector. I'll just identify the ID and I'll just make intentionally this is going to be, I want to make this intentionally to be failed. So I'm just taking it, click on save and I'm clicking on validate and confirm. But what will happen if I refresh this page, right? And now I'm just trying to put some text. What is that? Some name or something, right? So let me run this and see. It should ideally fail. So let us see what is happening. I'm just stopping for a while because of the timeout. It is taking longer time. So I'll reduce the timeout MS to very less. I'll just keep it for 1 second because the application is still kept on open. So it's not necessary. We'll just keep it as one run file. So we got the runtime execution error. Let me run this file in the debug mode. So we got the error. So either we need to click on ignore in order to continue to the next activity, or else then we will click on continue, or else whatever the action supposed to be performed by that activity, we generally need to do it manually. So now what we will do, we'll go to the settings and we'll come to the UI modern and we will enable these both to true. And now I'll run this file. See here, it is asking me whether to retry, ignore, or continue without performing the action, or if you want me to go and identify the descriptor or a selector. So I'm just going here and I'm identifying it and it performed my action. But did it updated my selector? We will get to know. I'll just replace this and I'll run it in the debug mode now. Still I'm getting this error, which means like it is like when we are executing at that time, it is helping us in order to identify and continue with the subsequent activities, but it is not updating the existing. So I'm just putting this and I'll just select this field again. So it is helping us to identify that selector, correct that selector, and execute the subsequent activities. But it is not updating back into our selectors into the project. So when you're running any process in debug mode or attended mode, we can leverage this setting. But when you're going with an unattended automation, we should not enable this. It should be always disabled when we are running it in unattended mode. Hope you like the video. Please like, share, subscribe to Skill RPA YouTube channel.